As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. The handoff to Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Burden. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll turn to Martinez. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
They'll try the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Back to throw, it's Cook. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Martinez. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air, it's Cook. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. You hope your punter can flip the field. Couldn't do it this time as the ball is down just inside the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Martinez on the carry. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Ward. He's got the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The give on 4th down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Ward. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Missouri, 14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got the quick pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Catch in the middle, it's Restrepo. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, make it just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll throw it on first down. On the move, he fires. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Hawaii.
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Cook. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in covering. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Missouri gets to the line quickly. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 24, Missouri 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Cook. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
From the gun, the ground game. Once for the tackle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense playing a bail technique. The inside handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. Has to throw this off his back foot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Puck fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Ward. Moves around to clear up the vision. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 40 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Martinez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Wide receiver shows motion. To throw, it's Ward. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, this was an option.